is Q13 Fox News This Morning.
We are talking about an issue that kind of gets under people's skin a little bit, and we don't want to be negative about this, but there are some things that annoy people about our city. We've been asking folks online all morning, people writing in saying, you know, all the fair weather sports fans, annoyed by drivers who camp in the fast lanes, left lane only to pass people, and you would think that people in Washington would be a little more skilled at driving in the rain. Now, that's something that people can't quite understand.
Got to be professionals up here to do that. But Valerie Combs is the Vice President of Communications for Ask.com. She is here with a new poll in which you can make your voice heard. Valerie, thanks for being here.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Do something about it, exactly.
Exactly. So yeah, Ask.com, we've been around for a while. You guys have probably heard of us before. We've made some changes to our product, much more focused on questions and answers versus search. And so as part of that, we're coming out with some more locally focused marketing and wanted to engage specifically with the folks of Seattle to see what we could do to not really just benefit ourselves, but benefit the community as well.
And this is the beauty of it, because we throw this out, say, what annoys you about Seattle? And people are like, you know, I don't like the traffic, and you know, the weather kind of gets on my nerves. But you're actually being proactive about this and trying to figure out how to partner with the folks here to do something about some of these things.
Exactly. So we spent some time sort of immersing ourselves in the community and finding out what those sort of pain points or irksome qualities of Seattle are. And a lot of it's pretty universal. Traffic in a lot of urban areas is not a great thing. Parking too. Wading pools actually really serve us. And I don't know if it was the time of year, just because we're getting the warmer weather, certainly today is an indication of that. But this was a thing that was clearly close to people's hearts, the threat of the wading pools closing and not having enough funds to remain open over the summer. So that was one of our
we were talking about some of those, and Bill brought them up right there, and you looked at these things that annoy the people the most. The three most annoying things were morning traffic, the morning commute, game traffic, and also disappearing wading pools. Let's go over the first one right there, morning traffic. From the Bay Area, it can't be that bad, though.
Well, I don't know.
But here,
I have to say, we learned a lot about the 520 toll. This was definitely, and to be honest with you, ideally, we would have loved to take that away. But that, unfortunately, from a budget and feasibility perspective,
and
a little bit of red tape.
In Olympia, so
you caught them at the right time.
A little bit of red tape. So this project is a pretty popular one right now. Just so you know, on the Seattle Asks.com website, where people can go and vote, wading pools is our top project voted right now. But the morning commute is really popular as well. We would, if that one was the one to win, we'd partner with Cafe Vita, which is a local roaster here in Seattle, and give away free coffee just to try and make that a little bit less painful in the morning.
I see. I like that. Now, let's say the wading pools things, you know, becomes the #1 most annoying aspect of Seattle. Not enough funding for the wading pools. How would you get involved in something like that?
Well, we would chip in the funds to keep several of the biggest wading pools open throughout the entire summer on more days. So we would essentially make them more accessible and open for longer hours for people who want to visit them during the summertime.
That's an interesting idea. Can you do anything about our weather? Can you get rid of some of the grayness in the wintertime and the drizzle?
We were examining ways to try and control weather patterns, but unfortunately that wasn't in the cards for us. But let's see. I mean, hey, we're listening to the people of Seattle. If they keep engaging with us, we'll try and figure out a way to make it happen.
Let's talk a little bit about people elsewhere too, because how do we stack up with, say, people in Boston or New York or something like that? Are we pretty much in line, you think?
Yeah, you know, I think one of the reasons we actually wanted to focus on Seattle was the overlap and similarity to our own backyard in terms of Bay Area residents. So from a psychographic and demographic perspective, but you know, Seattleites, they're savvy, they're early adopters with technology. In fact, we see a ton of traffic from Seattle coming to our mobile website and downloading our apps. So it just seemed like the perfect place, as we're starting to market again at Ask.com. We took a hiatus for a while for us to test drive something that could actually give back to the community here.
We're a bellwether state. We're a bellwether city, right?
Yes.
We let people know what's going on.
Absolutely, yeah. Seattle is very opinionated, and yeah, they let you know.
That's one of the things that actually annoy people around here. So we've been asking the people on Facebook this morning, what annoys you about Seattle? Ali says traffic and the really bad attitudes of folks. The Seattle freeze, which is another way of saying it's their fake niceness. Trying to find somewhere to park. Traffic. I actually enjoyed the rain, and gray skies never bother me, but the traffic is too much. And everyone here who drives a minivan, What's that about?
Minivan.
How is minivan driving wrong? Maybe we're the ones.
If it was a green minivan.
Lane.
Yeah, okay, that's true. See, this is where the similarities to the Bay Area start really coming out. So yeah.
Okay. This is good stuff. All right, well, thank you so much, Valerie. We appreciate you coming on today. Interesting idea to actually solve some of our problems. You can check out more about what annoys Seattleites, and you can also make your voice heard at seattleasks.com.